will build a community of Freedom Prep.
Freedom Preparatory Academy Charter School is the first Building Excellence Schools fellow-founded school in Memphis, Tennessee. Our mission is very simple. It's to prepare all of our students in grades 6 through 12 to excel in college and in life. We do that through double periods of literacy and math. We have reading and writing classes, 2 separate classes. We have math procedures, math problem solving. Our kids get science and social studies every single day. In addition to that, we have enrichment programs that include African drumming, theater, yoga, PE, dance class, and step class also. Every person that comes in this building knows that our mission is to get these kids to college.
Everything is embedded in college. Each classroom has a name with college. On Fridays, the kids wear college t-shirts. They understand what a big deal it is, and we push them to that 24/7. At the end of the year, there's a college field lesson, and we bring everything back to that. I make sure that they understand the purpose of college is not to just take up 4 years of your life, but it's to enhance your life and make your life better.
I mean, you could walk around the building and ask any child in a uniform that you see, you know, where are you going in 2016, where are you going in 2017? And they will tell you college. They are determined to make the mission a reality.
They tell us that we're gonna go to college every day. And so that gets into you and that tells you, man, I gotta stop doing this, I gotta stop doing that so I can go to college.
I know we're going to do more working now, but it's my ticket to college.
They encourage us and make sure we on point, make sure we paying attention, checking the speaker, and doing all the things that's going to help us get to college when we get out there.
We greet our kids every single morning with a handshake. I make sure that a child looks me directly in the eye and says, "Good morning, Miss Webb." Every single morning we teach them that. When our kids walk around, we want to make sure that they have their uniforms on, their ties on, and that they look professional and ready for college. If we ask a question in class, we expect 100% of hands to go up if they know the answer, 100% of the hands, and we will wait for hands to go up when they know the answer. So every little thing we do, it's constantly just enforcing that these are the things that are going to do to help you get to college. And to remind our kids every single day that as soon as you graduate, you're going to be prepared to go to the college of your choice.
That is very important to me because I did not get to go to college, and I would love for my children to go to college in order that they would have a much better opportunity in life. Freedom Prep is a big step in that direction.
What really stands us apart from other schools is that what an individual teacher with really high expectations is able to create in their own classroom, you see it across an entire building. Every adult in the building, they're all on the same page. We recognize and acknowledge that behavior and cultural expectations have to be in place for real academic movement to happen.
You see the structure and you walk through these halls during the day and there's not a sound. Kids are where they're supposed to be, they know exactly what's supposed to go on, and they're learning, and that's crucial.
Freedom Prep presents a very strong school culture where a teacher can come into a classroom and really focus on building those relationships with their students and focus on getting them the academic material that they need. And it's an environment of respect. I respect my students and they respect me, and that drives everything that happens here at Freedom Prep.
They know that we do care about their academic growth, and we're just not just here for a job and we don't care about their growth, but we actually do care about their growth, and so therefore they're invested in us and making sure that they don't disappoint us. They're invested in the school and they're invested in their own academic growth.
We learning, we doing good, and we going to college.
Jonathan?
I made a copy if you'd like a copy. We're showing off his 2 Bs. TCAP level questions.
You could do it.
He did
you
very
hear that,
well.
Mrs. Slum?
What's that?
Jonathan got 2 B's.
D's.
B's.
D's.
B's. B's. Look at him, too. Look at him. He's blushing. What you hide your face
You know
for?
what I'm saying?
Do it.
TCAP level questions, college vocabulary. I'm just showing it off.
At Freedom Prep, when our kids come in, they take a baseline assessment called the Stanford Tn, which is a nationally normed exam. The majority of our kids came in last year scoring, as 6th graders, they came in around basically a 2nd to a 3rd, 4th grade level in literacy and math. By the end of the year, some of our kids had scored as a post-high schooler. So they had scored 10th grade level. They grew 3-4 grade levels at a time in literacy and math. I think the main catalyst for that growth was the fact that Freedom Prep was such a different environment and culture that was solely focused on academics.
You see students that when they came here might not have been turning in any homework, but then as time goes on, it's a no-brainer, and their parents say they come home and the first thing they want to do is do their homework because they know that that is important to them. So in addition to their academic development, their development as people and becoming responsible young people is something that we get to see at Freedom Prep.
I stress growth in my class. I tell my kids we have 2 goals. We have a mastery goal for you to master these skills, but we also have a growth goal. Wherever you came from, we're going to pick it up 2 years. They know that things are going to be hard, but they can rise to it. And not just in terms of academics, just in culture. The way that I see us hold our kids to the standards of, you must say thank you, you must hold the door open. Those are things that they do now. In most schools, that would be additional. Oh, you held the door open. Oh, you did all of your homework. That's good. No. Here, that is what is expected. If you are not doing that, then you are not on point.
We have what's called a no excuses culture. We sweat the details, and where it is something that is a very strict culture, but not the type of culture where we're just constantly screaming at kids, but it's a warm, strict culture. The students oftentimes are solely focused on their academics rather than focusing constantly on what this other student is saying, what this other student looks like in comparison to some other places I've been.
So I have parents every day that come and say, my child is a different child since they've been here. They come home, they do their homework, they wake up in the morning ready to go to school. The fact that they're able to make rational decisions when there's conflict versus how they came in before. They will reach that bar that you set regardless of how high you set that bar, but you have to consistently, constantly reinforce those expectations, reinforce the culture.
I see all my friends and I see how well all of us have been doing on our grades. Like for me, I got all A's. And I was very proud of that because Freedom Prep got me to the point to where I can get all A's and I'm smart. And I feel like if I can do it, then anybody can do it.
We have gone back, re-taught kids how to read, how to do math, and do other things that have made a tremendous impact. They have gone back into this community and shown that kids from charter schools can learn, can achieve, and can excel.
There are just so many critics who say kids from this socioeconomic background can't do this because they have X, Y, and Z against them. Okay, yeah, they do have a lot against them, but there are so many models that you can point to that say they had all these things wrong, but they still succeeded.
With the right structure, the right environment, every child is able to grow, and we've seen it every single day here at Freedom Prep. We have highly dedicated, motivated, smart, competent adults in this building that are all mission aligned, that believe that every child can go to college and that it's our responsibility and our job to get them there. We have extremely high expectations of ourselves, so we often work more than 10 hours a day, writing curriculum, tutoring students, looking at the data from student assessment and results. It's taxing, it's tiring, and it's exhausting, but we see results.
The gains that our kids made last year are currently making this year. I mean, they're a direct result of the teaching. Our teachers make lessons every single day that are directly geared at the state standards, but also what kids still haven't mastered. And I think that the support Freedom Prep gives their teachers plays a really big part in what teachers are able to do with their students.
When I first came here to Freedom Prep, we sat down, okay, this is our curriculum, and you have input. How do you think we should tweak this curriculum? You really don't have that flexibility at other schools. It's very difficult. There are long hours. I would be lying if I didn't say that it's definitely a challenge that we have, but as teachers, you feel a sense of community with the students as well. And you really take them home with you. I feel like every teacher is connected to every student here at Freedom Prep.
I feel supported here as a teacher. My students feel supported here as students. It's really a community. Ms. Webb always says we are a community, and from the top with her to our new students in 6th grade, we are all a community, and that's what drives our motivation, our daily efforts here.
Everyone is focused on the exact same mission, and that has been the driving force behind our academic growth and our strong culture at Freedom Prep.